Yo, guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Marijuana Essay Weekly, and today we are bringing you some news about the latest Cape Town fires and some interesting articles and opinions we found that were actually blaming cannabis smokers for the fire, which I thought was absolute BS. And it's like written by quite a notable media provider. So yeah, we thought we would jump on and give our 5 cents worth. And yeah, Dean, throw a quick disclaimer out.
I think I lagged out. What's up, Andy? How's it going?
Since I brought up this idea about the Cape Town fire, Dean was saying he wanted a quick disclaimer on the video, because I mean it is just like we have no facts on the fire, and like I don't know what started the fire.
Yeah, but we would normally not talk about it. You know, it's horrific, and we know a lot of international people watch, so you probably will be interested. But you know, someone wrote an article explicitly, basically blaming weed smokers for it. So we thought, why not, seeing we the weed commentators, let's break apart the article for you guys.
That was the irresistible, creme de la creme of articles, and I was like, what? It's like, my keyword popper pings every time like there's an article and it's got like marijuana in it, so it's normally an arrest or this or that, and then I saw like Cape Town fire, cannabis. I was like, what? Like, how do they correlate that?
Yeah, literally. Well, let's bring it up and have a look.
Let's bring it up. Okay. Okay, it's on IOL. Is it coming through on your side, Dean?
Yeah, I've got it over there.
Maybe a bit of zoom in. It's also an opinion piece, so I'm sure if they wrote it, I'm not hating on the writer, because a lot of it.
Fat opinion piece. There's also
opinions on opinions.
There's a disclaimer at the bottom saying that they're not liable for this person's opinions.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never actually been a fan of IOL. They often do a lot of like the cannabis arrest stuff, and it's generally it's like, 1 million rands worth of drugs fucking seized from laboratory, and it's just like a grow tent in like some tunny's back garden, and then they're just like, it's just ridiculous.
Hydroponic lab discovered, and it's like this. If you can see the soil, like a few pots into. I went to
it's like this
hydroponic lab discovered, and someone was growing in like old ice cream containers.
Yeah, it's like these Sif paint buckets and shit, and it's just like they think this is like million rands worth of. Anyway, that's thingy, but. Just scanning the article, someone walked the mountains, 40 years, flora and fauna,
So the opinion piece person travels the mountain often.
Yeah. And so he's talking about the man has a great ability to project blame onto nature. The blame starts and ends with actions, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he does talk about the homelessness, which, to be fair, I read another article which also said it's quite funny. So bad, it's so cruel. But there's like some homeless guys being arrested for starting the fire.
Yeah, I also saw that. Shame.
But like, what are they gonna do with this like homeless guy that wanted to start a fire?
Yeah, to like survive.
All those books
cold.
And stuff that was lost at UCT. It's like, what are they gonna sue the guy?
Yeah. It says that a small detour of many parts will reveal a sleeping place for a homeless person. Then, like 3 lines down, it says, but there are also those who use the mountain to smoke marijuana, and I have witnessed many of them starting fires.
Yeah, that's where...
like cranking the dab, the like blowtorch on, like to have a dab.
What does he mean by
mountain.
starting fires? Like having like a tribal ceremony? That's what I think he thinks he sees. Like these like hippies having like, they've got their bowl of marijuana, and like now they're
just so weirdly written, like
singing and dancing around it. I mean, 40 years he's been on the mountain. This guy's not a whippersnapper, he's not young. So this could be some like old, smoke the marijuana, they're next to their piles of needles and their black tar marijuana, and so it could be like that. But anyway, so like even though they love and revere nature, the effects of marijuana make them careless and slow to react. Which is true. We do get a bit slow to react.
Some people, but
Some
like
people.
hardened mountaineer smokers know how to be responsible on the mountain.
Yeah, you've
you
just summited a mountain. You're not exactly you're not transcending, you're not slow. Like if you have, like, more people go up the mountain and have a nap, and that's slow. But yeah, I don't see how. I mean, if I'm stoned and I'm starting a fire.
If I'm stoned, it's going to make me think like 18 times about starting a fire, because I'm not going to start a fire on the mountain, because I'm there too.
Yeah,
what am I going to do? Like start a fire and run away stoned? Because I'm
be like
you won't even make it
paranoid.
away. You won't make it away. You're too slow to react.
And then I mean, yeah, I just think if this fire gets out of control, like, what are you just like staring at it? Or does he think the stoners are just like staring at it and being like too slow to react? They're like, "Ooh, this is a big fire, hey guys." Can you see how it's caught onto the bushes there? Like,
he thinks that the people are like smoking up and then starting like little bonfires to like dance around, and then like not being.
We're busy having, like, ODing on the marijuana and like being so slow to react.
Scroll down a little so we can see a bit further into the article.
Slow, although there's no fire rule, okay, it's ignored. I've seen policing after a crime only for a day or two. Park rangers, walking permits. Apparently you do need permits.
I like this one. The public needs to be educated as to the functions they serve, and clearly they also need to be better trained to identify undesirable people and practices.
Wow.
yeah.
Strong
Smoking
words
is an
there.
undesirable practice.
They really, really did. That's a number. They've undesirable.
While people cause the fire.
So just tell me, what exactly is this training of the public going to look at? Like, because he wants us to be trained on how to identify undesirable people and practices.
He's obviously got two pet peeves. Number one is like that there's more homeless people on his beautiful mountain, and number two is that he has to deal with these like cannabis smokers on the mountain. And he's horrified now that people are blaming the alien vegetation because it was these undesirables that caused his
undesirables.
Yeah.
He must be angry. He must be sitting there like seething, like running, doing his little mountain thing. Yeah, this is basically a 1-star review for Table Mountain. Yeah, covered in homeless people and marijuana addicts.
yeah, literally done. Wouldn't approve. Wouldn't recommend.
Yeah. I see the pain. I mean the homeless part. Yeah, it does suck that you're like strolling the mountain. There's like homeless oaks, but
I mean, that's a problem.
If I was homeless, I'll probably go live on the mountain as well. It's fucking great.
Yeah, same. I thought about it before, like in a cave. So like,
it's nice and safe because there's like joggers everywhere, and they're keeping the criminals away and whatnot. You're not gonna sleep between like KFC and Burger King there and like on Long Street. Like, dude,
I mean, homelessness is a massive issue for the country anyway. So obviously there's like going to be an increase around, and like you can't blame them for trying to find somewhere to go.
Nice
I think it's more
spot.
about the. I think it's more about the. About the cannabis smoking here. There's one further human activity that should be controlled by the rangers, and there's the collection of medicinal plants. As I've often witnessed mooti collectors pursuing their activities unhindered. Wow, this guy hates everyone on the mountain. Man, jeez, there his name is. Might have to blur that out.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got some good points, like about,
but it's
the mountain
OT.
is in Cape Town, and
this is an open letter on an open website as well.
Yeah, and it's I mean it's. I get, like, don't blame because what I think this was in response to, like, he saw an article about how people were blaming the alien vegetation and stuff like that, and like, you know,
I mean, he's got fair points, but he obviously attacked. He attacked somewhere we're passionate about, so we picked it up.
Yeah, he should have just left the marijuana smokers out, and then we would have also started ripping on all the mooty collectors and stuff like that. Yeah, it's going to affect our people and whatnot. But yeah,
exactly. No, we defending the good name of our people.
Yeah, I must just. It's just that one point.
Mountain.
Yeah,
but I've never in my life thought, okay, I'm going to get stoned and now I'm going to start a fire. Like, if I smoke a joint on the mountain, I'm like so careful with it. I like stub it like into a little ash collector that I have like with me and stuff, you know. So exactly. I disagree. Big disagree on my opinion piece of this opinion piece.
Big X. I think they smoke it like a cigarette, you know. It's joints and like maybe a bong, and that's not.
But I've also seen people dabbing on the mountain, like lots of like images on Instagram of guys like with their
taking a dab rig.
Yeah, take like a small dab rig on the mountain. Why not? Like, what better than like summiting and then hitting some sauce?
Yeah. I'm just thinking
I'm
thinking like, where are you plugging the e-nail into, bro? On the mountain?
I got some solar panels. No. Carry like a battery and an inverter and a solar panel up.
So guys, that was pretty much our rant and discussion for today. The fires were very severe, with like, it hit a university. Unfortunately, there's a lot of efforts on the restoration of these like just irreplaceable documents and whatnot. Make sure to see if you can go like check it out. Maybe there's some support places. I know they're taking volunteers and things like that, so I'm sure we can do a bit of help. But make sure to subscribe and join our mailing list below the video, and check you guys next week.
Peace out, guys.